Welcome back to another Town Talk Tuesday. We got the family here, sold by Anzhane. Welcome back, cousin. How you doing?
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Come on, another round of applause. But yeah, we were here on a very icy Tuesday, not in a iced out way. I'm talking about it's snowing chunks of snow out here. It's crazy.
For real. Skip blizzards, man.
Skip, let us know about it's a whole bunch of accidents out there. They gotta be safe out there. What's going on out there?
Man, so yeah, on my way here, I had to find my own way, and that's hard because I do not know these streets in Tacoma. So it was me going off my native instincts. But I'm glad that it got me here safe and sound, and we are very timely and everything.
Very grateful, but
yeah, man. Put them chains on your tires now. It's getting a little wild. It's getting wild. But hey, shout out to everybody that's been tapping in. I checked the views yesterday, and wow, in less than a week, we got over 100 views on this Town Talk. In the last episode, it was over an hour. So man,
120.
Y'all really tapped in, man. And
I'm telling you, we starting to.
that.
The town is watching the town, and we love every bit of it. We gonna keep giving y'all more.
Come on.
But yeah.
Let's keep that energy going. We're going live on my Facebook right now.
Yeah,
come on. We on two different things right now.
Okay.
Y'all tap in, Facebook and YouTube. We here. So yeah, we gonna start off with the real estate facts. And Anzhane brought the numbers for us again. But first, I had a couple questions. Like, what areas everybody moving to right now? Like, what do you think?
Man, well, it's just more affordable, the further south you go. Facts. So people are moving south. People in Seattle are moving to Renton. People in Renton are moving to Kent. People in Kent are moving to Tacoma.
Yeah.
So this is just a shot out of a cannon. Did you see now that Russell Wilson has posted his home? And it's now the most expensive home listed in King County as of this year.
$36 million.
$36 million.
Where's that
at?
at?
The most expensive sale, because the most expensive sale I think to date is $60 million, but $36 million. How do you think he's gonna get on that property? You think that it's actually worth $36 million?
Well, the thing about luxury homes is such a smaller demographic that can even afford that type of house, so it doesn't go as often, as quick as the average home, because not the average buyer can buy it.
Yeah.
But based on the strength that it was Russell Wilson's house, it's gonna sell. Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's gonna sell, but he bought it for I believe $20 million.
Mm-hmm.
And
10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah, around 10 years ago. But they said that Medina lot wasn't as exclusive in really living up to the actual potential of $36 million. So they were saying he's gonna get his money back for sure, but. He's just trying to flip at this point.
Absolutely. He might, he'll drop it down if it doesn't sell in 30 to 60 days. But it will definitely sell. He's going to make some money off of that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Hey, look, me personally, I'll be on, late night YouTube, searching through videos, right? Look, they got this thing about these abandoned, mansions videos on YouTube where people go through these old houses that no one wanted to buy because, they were built customly for maybe a lottery winner, like a $1 million, sports player. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, all it sounded like is Russ is cutting all ties with Seattle. So that's all I'm looking.
He's cutting ties because he don't live here, and I mean that's only right. And he has no family here. It's not like Sierra was from here. Yeah. Most Seattle Seahawks players, their wives are from here, so they have to be here. Like Richard Sherman and Cam Chancellor, and you got just these other Mariners players and stuff like that. But Russell Wilson. You think
someone's gonna really buy his house, like the number one Hawks trader?
I mean, we got some high earners in this state.
Got some big high earners,
We're some people. It's crazy because even in Gig Harbor, people were never living in Gig Harbor 2 years ago, 5 years ago.
Right.
You could buy a mansion out there for under $1 million 5 years ago. Now they got some nice, 6 bedroom, 7 bathroom houses listed for 1.3. I just called a listing agent yesterday. It sold for 1.5. Ooh. 6 offers on the table, no inspection, all cash. I mean, this is the type of people.
Mobsters.
It's crazy.
Cash.
Come on.
People people that have been investing for a long time or that are business owners, they got money. Or they got hard money lenders that are willing to give them the money to, that they know that they can pay it back, high interest real quick. So I don't know. I think it's gonna sell.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see it. We'll see how much it sells for. We'll keep an eye out. We'll try to keep y'all updated on that information. But
For sure.
yeah, I don't even know the specs. It got me interested. I want to look up like what's the
looked
bed,
at the
bath,
photos.
what's the amenities.
Yeah, I looked at the Redfin. It was, I think, six bedroom, like 7 bath, which it didn't make any sense. I don't know why you have more bathrooms than bedrooms. You know,
Because your guests need a bathroom.
Well,
you know.
Yeah, I guess
You don't
that is
always
true.
want your guests to use any, your
The
The
bathroom and stuff.
en-suites of the
that is true.
rooms. Yeah.
That is
I'm
true.
gonna pull this house up right now. Let me
Pull
see.
it up. Yeah, let's take a look at
Yeah,
this.
go to the Redfin.
And there's still some people that are just major Russell Wilson fans, regardless of where he's living at. You know, they just want to be like, oh, Russell and Sierra, we're smashing in this room.
I know.
He created all 3 kids.
You know, he went to the Super Bowl living in this house.
Okay, here it is. Let me see.
Man, so he got a personal
It's-
dock, you know.
Yeah, it's real, like, that's what I'm saying. It's
What is it?
real.
905
It's
Shoreline
real
Drive.
catered
Let
to
me see.
someone who just wants to live here in luxury. But people
Mm-hmm.
who are here, I believe, like, if someone from, locally, like, had that type of money, they're not buying a property like that. They're going to actually buy something that you can do more with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I see this buyer being a huge football fan,
Yeah.
because you can live in Calabasas for $30 million
yeah,
in
facts,
California.
facts,
Okay, we
facts.
got it right here. We all looking at it now.
We got 6. Well, this is an old listing. It looked like because it's
Yeah,
priced
that's-
at 28.
Yeah, that's the old listing, I
million.
think.
But 6 bed,
But that is
6
the house.
bath, over 11,000 square feet.
Let's go to these
A
photos.
huge, theater room. I mean, if you're gonna buy a house like this, I need a theater room. I need a spa in my house.
Facts,
I
yeah.
need
Facts.
3 kitchens. 3
kitchens?
2 kitchens at
Like,
least. I need to be
3.
able to turn half of it into a rental, some sort of like mother-in-law house, or so I can try to make some income when I'm not living in it. Because
Facts.
people that are rich that buy these type of houses, they don't have 10 kids.
Wow. Hey, look,
poor people
look
have
at this
families
sunroom.
that size.
But look at this sunroom with the view of the town, though. That
It's
is
beautiful.
lovely for sure.
The windows, the
Yeah.
It's
floor to
crazy.
ceiling.
It's crazy.
Man,
Literally
Russ, I
every
didn't.
room has a view.
Russ, we didn't know you was living like this.
Oh, yeah, he was-
And
he
you
was
still
living like
left the
that.
And
town.
he wasn't even he wasn't
was-
even here.
I mean-
6 months out the year.
Yeah, still at San Diego at the compound.
Like, bro has a San Diego house. Like, yeah. He's
And
been there.
every room got a fireplace in it. For real, it's the luxury. It's definitely
It's
the
luxury.
vibes.
It's the aesthetic.
It's the
that you're-
aesthetic.
that you're paying for. Because,
Mm-hmm.
36 million, I'm not buying a house like that. I'm buying something that's fat that I can
Yeah.
actually work with. Like, make my own customly.
Yeah. So like we said, we'll see. They could have just shot high up there. In real estate, when we look at our comparable prices, right?
Yeah,
we look at
exactly.
comps. So I want to see what a 6 bed, 6 bath is going for in Medina right now.
Mm-hmm.
That has
Yeah.
equal to 11,000 square feet, and then we could compare to see how over market it really is. Matter of
that's what I'm
fact,
saying,
George,
yeah.
let's pull that up. Let's
Let's
just
pull
see
that up.
All right,
if
cool.
there's anything else on the market.
Gotcha. So here on, do I just search like 6 bedroom, 6 bath?
Yeah, and
Search
Medina.
Medina. Medina would probably only have mansions.
This is the area that Bill Gates
Yep.
owns his house.
Bill Gates, Paul Allen,
Yeah, but let's
a lot of
compare.
the tech giants.
And you want to go to for sale, not for rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those houses. It's funny though. People do be renting out their mansions at like $10,000
Oh,
a month.
for sure. I've seen it on
11
B&B.
Mhm.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
But they be having strict rules and.
Okay. Well, there's one right here.
A new construction is
Yeah,
listed
new
at
construction.
14 million.
This
Okay.
one's 5 beds.
Dude, that's kind
4
of
and a half.
pricey.
But that's half the square foot. You want to look at that square footage.
Facts.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let me
Facts.
see.
If we
All
can
filters.
apply any other.
Home type, property
And-
details, square feet right here.
And we can look at sold properties too, because really the ones that are for sold is how you
Yeah.
know
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
went
What
for.
it went for?
Exactly.
And what was the square feet for Russell
Like
Wilson's house?
11,000.
Okay, let me see. Max, we'll do 12,000.
Yeah.
Or damn, that's the max.
Just put no
No
max,
max.
and put
Okay.
minimum.
Okay, minimum
10,000.
Like, we'll do like 75 or something. So,
Yeah.
That's still 5,000 square feet less.
It is-
Like that's
it-
still
Yeah.
that's
It
still
says-
a lot of
Look,
space.
it says C1 home.
See one
No
home.
results. No results.
No, but look for under contract or pending. Right now we're looking at active listings.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Yeah.
nope, none.
Let's go down one a little bit right here.
Yeah, and I could, while you're doing that, I'm going to go to the market and see what I can see. Because this is just Redfin, so we're limited to whatever is listed on Redfin.
Yeah, and I think, well, just looking at this, it looks like his stuff went stupid overpriced, or the sale prices.
Right.
They don't got nothing near his price.
And they don't even have no pictures. They're still building that house.
Doubled. Yeah, and that's a brand new house.
Yeah.
Not even.
But, also these brand new ones, they be building them cheap. They don't have, all the luxury. Like, Russell Wilson with the velvet carpets and the pool tables. Everything's included. So, all that stuff has a value, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. It already comes furnished.
Comes furnished, yeah. They're not, Let's see.
Medina? Where's this? Oh, this is right outside of Bellevue. Okay,
it's literally on the water. That water port of
Mercer Island.
Right there, yeah.
I'm going to look on my side and just see. Because I'm interested to know, Russell Wilson, you already left us. Now you're just trying to rob us at the same time.
He's trying to sell a mansion. He's trying to sell it for 3 times what it's worth.
Who's your listing agent, guy?
333. I'm all about 3.
He loves the number 3, dog. Come on.
Whoever the listing agent is, I really hope that they're advertising this to some big, heavy, deep pocket people. Because that's the other thing. Everybody that's new into real estate wants to get into luxury homes, but they don't understand. You have to know that clientele.
Exactly.
You have to be able to. You got to cough up a lot of money before it's even sold to take the pictures.
Absolutely.
To advertise it to the right market. It's not that easy.
If I'm not mistaken, there's just a whole nother type of realm of things of knowledge that you have to know about mansions, that separates them from houses.
Oh yeah, because rich people, they want to know the detail. Exactly. They want to know the Italian custom.
Exactly.
They want to know
Persian rugs.
But you get what you pay for. So,
absolutely, and you got to sell that to the detail. Yeah, exactly. To the marble countertops, to the crown molding. You got to know that.
All right, so look. We told you guys, the Town Talk fans out there, that we would have Anjane come on maybe every month and update the stats for our area. So we got the numbers right here.
Yeah. But I'm sorry, I'm doing a little on the side search because I'm just curious. Let's see. For houses that sold in the last 6 months, we got 11 million in Medina. And that was 6 bed, 7 bath at 8,350 square feet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Only 11 mil?
Only 11 mil.
That's still a third of Russell Wilson's price.
That's still a third of Russell Wilson. That sold January 26th of this year.
This year. That is pretty recent.
And it was listed at 12. It was listed at 12 million.
It went for
12.8. It went for 87% of the listed price. I'm telling you. So whoever's gonna buy the house now, John, I gotta reconsider my earlier statement. Yeah. It's gonna sell, but that's a lot of money. Who could afford a $36 million house? And a bank isn't even loaning you $36 million. So
not at all.
You gotta be another professional athlete.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully, whoever this listing agent is, they're trying to sell this to the next quarterback coming into Seattle. But even that person,
Drew Lock. Drew Lock do not got the money. Drew Lock do not got the money for that.
He's not affording. Maybe DK, but DK don't want his crib.
Right.
DK creating his own crib.
Boy, you get out here kicking it.
Yeah, you get a custom home, boy. Yeah, you get something real
crazy. Nice. But I'll tell you that a 2-bed, 2-bath in Medina's going for 2.5 mil. A 2-bed, 2-bath with 1,800 square feet.
You could buy a small apartment building for that.
Wow.
People want to live in the community. Yeah, people want to feel like they're a part of that upper echelon, society.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Man, and they'll pay for it too. But that's crazy though. Yeah. All right. Well,
it's like living in the Hollywood Hills. Literally. Maybe even more expensive than that.
I'm telling you, that's Calabasas prices right there. 30 million. I think Kylie just bought her house for 30 million. And those people don't want to live in Seattle. You see this weather? No. Yeah. They rather just go to. Okay, let's see what's active in Medina right now. Just because, this stuff excites me, guys. I'm sorry.
Come on. Yeah, be here for the real estate updates.
For real. And these are active listings right now. Okay, so active what was the address of that?
It was
Russell Wilson's.
Russell Wilson.
His was 905 South Shoreland Place.
Yeah, sure.
Oh well, there's another property on the market listed at $28 million. Now this person really just. This is a 4-bed, 4 3/4 bath, 6,500 square feet, 28 mil. Come on, guys. Like, who was your listing agent?
No.
Throw him back. Come talk to me. Because I ran the comps. And we can get your stuff sold. This house is not going to get sold.
Where'd you find that one at on Redfin?
It's not on Redfin, so it's on the market.
Okay.
But you might be able to pull it up on Redfin. I could give you the address.
Yeah, what's the address?
Yeah, 3602 Evergreen Point Road. Yeah, and this one was just listed on this week, April 8th.
All right, I'm gonna pull it up here for the viewers. 1 second.
Yeah, pull it up for the viewers.
Got it up.
They got
Yeah.
that Bel Air. Come on.
I like. I'm getting some real, like, Tuscany vibes with that wine cellar. Look at that.
Yeah, that's filthy.
Man, and just the grand entryway, like, geez, this is where people, will rent this out for fundraisers. Wow. They'll rent this out for...
That balcony is crazy.
That balcony,
that is
a
beautiful...
Very princess vibes.
Wow. This is the whole thing? That's crazy.
And it's still only half the size of Russell Wilson's house.
Yeah, square feet rise. Yeah, wow.
Mm-hmm. But who knows? Maybe they have some custom work that's been done on the inside, because that matters too.
Absolutely.
Somebody that really cares for that. I mean, even all of this is giving me European vibe. Yeah. Look at that balcony, just looking off. Oh, the garden.
Yeah, this is the backyard. That's crazy.
That's very, very.
It's like you can have every one of your family's members' weddings in your own backyard.
Right.
Like, just come over now.
Matter of fact, I'd put this definitely on some sort of event space, rent out,
Yeah, absolutely.
I need 10,000 or I don't even know.
10,000 a week.
10,000 deposit.
Yeah, I don't know why they got that cheap ass boat on that dock though. Like, you got 28 million, you better have a yacht.
Yeah, man.
They spent it all in the house.
I know, they're waiting.
They're waiting to sell. They're waiting to sell.
They got one of them ducks.
This guy, they're going up against somebody on the same road, Evergreen Point Road. You want to look this one up?
Okay.
609 Evergreen Point Road for 21.5 mil. And it has more square footage. See, this real estate agent did their homework.
Yeah.
Okay, because they saw what other properties were active.
Exactly.
And they were like, well, we're going to put our price a little bit lower than theirs.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
They got me.
They got you.
They got me with that one.
And John's a hard sell, so.
I'm a very hard sell. But what you get
with that
is you actually have a beach right there.
You got a shorefront.
That actually produces value because you have
a private beach.
A private beach, actual shoreland, with that dock too. So you can have your own events. You can kayak straight out from the beach. You can,
Facts. Have the little kiddos and it's more modern vibe.
This is definitely a lot more modern.
Wow, the geometric shapes and the windows. You still get the privacy, but you get all that lighting.
I like this.
I feel like this was definitely Northwest architecture for sure. Just knowing.
Dang, that's the same house.
The sewer park neighborhoods and stuff like that.
It's like split down the middle.
Aesthetic.
You see that?
Oh yeah.
You can walk to the backyard without walking through the house. That's
tight.
crazy. Like, look at that.
That's tight.
Yep. They just got a overpass, walkway type of thing.
And that's innovation. That's what you get with the price.
The garages are in the cut. That's filthy.
Oh, that's crazy. That's some
nice.
James Bond.
Yeah. Let's see how many. How many?
That's tight.
It's like a.
The views. None of the windows are like rectangle or square. They're all like polygons.
For real.
It was interesting though. This house was built in 1995.
Oh,
so it was already.
It got me sold.
It was before his time.
It must have been during the big Microsoft boom and all that. Like, it's been one of Bill Gates' homies.
Facts, big facts.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna look up the tax ID, see how much this house sold for, how much the owners bought it for when they bought it. Because that just tells you appreciation, and.
Damn, $100,000 a month for the payments.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Making moolah.
You're making crazy.
You're making so much money you don't know what to do. You can't
Dude,
even give it away.
Do it, yeah.
They bought this house in 2014 for 8.3 mil.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's appreciated.
No,
that
I'm
much?
sorry. They bought it for 7.7. It was listed for 8.3.
Wow.
They bought it for
That
7.7.
much. Yeah.
In 2014.
And it's doubled in
2014,
value.
It is 2022.
It's
y'all.
2022.
And it's
now.
doubled in
That's 8
value.
years.
Mm-hmm.
8 years. That's
And it's listed.
14.
Well, this one's
mil?
active. This one's active, so it hasn't sold yet, but it's listed at 21.
Yeah.
So, I
14
mean, it's
mil.
gonna, yeah.
Like,
I'll say this: whoever,
In
any
8
of the
years.
agents
That's
that
a
are,
real triple.
Sheesh.
any of the agents showing Russell Wilson's house, they needed to have them show this house too. But look, I'll get you this house for 10 mil less, maybe 5 mil less. Like,
you can
I'm
get
telling
Russell
you.
Wilson, you can get this one. Hey.
Yeah. Nobody's buying Russell's house unless they're just, I don't even know.
unless they
Yeah.
love Russell Wilson to the death.
They gotta love him that much. I'd be like, I need you to actually live in this house with me for this much money.
For sure.
Hey, look, I'm wondering what this house is right here because we just looked at this one, and I know we just looked at one of the ones like down here, but that one's looking crazy. This huge one. Oh, right here.
Is that the 609? That's the one?
That's 609.
No, this is one.
Oh, that's that one.
This
Yeah,
is
that
the
is
whole thing
that
is
one.
609.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, guys, goals, we gonna get there. We definitely gonna get there. But I'm telling you, Gig Harbor, if you want to pull up a listing in Gig Harbor right now, that is
sure.
a mansion.
Huh?
They're going for 1.5.
Where?
In Gig Harbor.
What's daddy?
Well, I can pull up on my side.
Gotcha.
You might be able to just look up Gig Harbor and then go to like 6 beds so that we're in that type of
Yeah.
price range.
Gotcha.
And you could do the square footage and all that just to show you. Gig Harbor, guys, for those that are watching that are out of state, it's, Pierce County, you got to take the Narrows Bridge over there, but it's beautiful. You're still on the water. You get that luxury. You're just not, this is a community that is just now developing to become what, Medina is.
Yeah. Also, there's, for me, if I was to have like something like real like luxury and a cut too, I mean, there's a few other like city, like those city community developments, like Lake Taps has some really nice communities, and that's just right outside of Auburn. And stuff like that. And they got the beautiful views of Lake Taps and Mount Rainier because it's pretty close up front. And you just kind of have them all kind of spread out. Just, Seattle is just such a beautiful city in King County, and just overall Western Washington is just beautiful. So, I mean,
Facts.
we often forget about the islands and stuff like that. Like, even Bremerton, even though, the naval base is there, there's a lot of cheap
I love
housing
this
over there.
I love the front, like the back to this house. Right? Is this even the front or the back? Can't really tell, but it must be. The
It looks
back.
like the back.
Yeah, I'm liking this house a lot. This one's going for like 1.8 million.
See,
Big Harbor.
1.8, but how many square foot? How many beds? How many baths?
5 beds.
5 beds.
4.5 baths. 6,000 square feet.
So that was, the other ones we were looking at was like 6,000.
That's crazy.
1.8. So
Yeah.
you really got to get in before it develops into.
Exactly.
That's a really good deal. Like both of these two. Like,
Exactly.
this one looks a little bit older. Let me see. But for that one, I don't know. 5 million. You might as well go to Russell Wilson's area.
You can't afford Russell Wilson's area. But you can get a 2-bed, 2-bath. If that's what you want.
Facts.
Man. But yeah, guys, this is good. Just to show the comparisons and the neighborhood and how location really matters. Location's
Absolutely.
everything.
And then we can touch on these numbers though, since we got them up right here.
Yeah, now let's talk about the normal people. This is where we're
Talk about
at.
us.
Let's talk about us.
Get back to us.
So last month I came on here and was talking about February stats because that's kind of how, of course, these stats are updated after the month that took place. So now we're looking at March 2022, and we're seeing a lot of the same patterns, guys. We're seeing houses going off the market in 10 days. We're seeing, we're still seeing appreciation. Remember last month I came on here and we said the average, because we were looking at condos primarily. We were talking about how the average median, the sales price for condos was around 400,000. Well, this month it's now 404. 0.5. Yeah, and that's still 20% increase from last year. Yeah, if you want to, I'm looking at
Right there. Yep.
20% increase in just 1 year, guys. That's crazy. And interest rates are still going up. Like interest rates are going up, and the housing prices are still appreciating.
Absolutely.
That's something that we usually don't see. We often see when interest rates go up, not as many buyers can, get into the market. So prices, start to stabilize a little bit, but not when it comes to Washington, not when it comes to Pierce County. This isn't even King County. We're looking at Pierce County.
Yeah.
So, if anything, the narrative of this story is to just get in.
Yeah, exactly.
Any way you can,
basically any property value is going up.
Exactly.
It's going up. Even your small rink-a-dink 1-bed, 1-bath condos.
Well, ramblers.
Or your ramblers, that only are 1 story, I mean, we've never seen...
ramblers are actually starting to sell more because they're more of those, it's the ability to have that privacy of a house, but the space of a condo and stuff like that.
Well, the older people that have been living in these 2-story or split level houses that got bad knees and ankles and just can't get up and down anymore.
For sure.
They're like, oh, well, let me cash out. Let me sell my house. I can get into they can definitely compete in a Rambler type of market. So even manufactured homes are selling, and manufactured homes are difficult because not every loan type will allow you to buy a manufactured home. Yeah. Most people buy those out in cash, but we've never seen manufactured homes are like trailer parks, literally. Right. We've never seen this ever. And so it's just that demand is really what it speaks to. Guys, if you can and with rents going up, there was a 17% increase in rent from last year to this year. That's a fact. So it's like, if you're spending over $1,500 a month on rent, you can afford to get a mortgage. Yeah. You're going to be in a similar type property if you only want to spend $1,500. But at least it's yours.
Yeah, and you'll be making payments on what's yours. You'll just be paying yourself back.
Exactly. So. You can pull out that equity, that 20% next year, and just put it back on the market.
Okay.
Just sell it.
Miss Sold by Engineer. I got to ask you again another question, though. So, you talked about it's rents raising everywhere, but, for, young adults, in your 20s, what do you think is, the best area to move to right now? Because we talked about it kind of before the show. I had a friend asking, she's trying to find, a place. So, what area do you think, we talked about maybe, you said some of Kent, I don't know. What do you think then?
Well, yeah, if you want the most affordable rent, I'm telling you, Lakewood, Washington is where you can get the cheapest rent right now. That's just hands down. And if you want cheap and, new, and, then it's not going to be cheap. Yeah. So these houses in Lakewood, they're maybe 7 years old, but you can get some 2-bedroom for $1,300 in Lakewood, you know? You can't do that even in Tacoma now. Tacoma, my cousin just moved into a new building. She's paying $1,900 in Tacoma for it. So it's if you want something new, you're gonna pay for it, but you might as well own it.
Yeah, for sure.
Tacoma's really 6th Ave is being gentrified. Stadium District, downtown Tacoma.
Absolutely.
So. That's where I'm telling people, if you can move south and you want to save money, then come out to Tacoma. Puyallup doesn't have a lot of rental opportunities, but if you're looking for condos, that's where you can get affordable condos, is in Puyallup. Yeah. Kent they've just renovated all of their apartment complexes. Yeah. So even the ugly ones that we know from growing up back in the day now are $1,700 a month for a 2-bedroom, 2-bed, 1-bath apartment.
Thanks.
So that's what I would say. Definitely further south. Even Everett, if you're going north, is coming up. Our cousin Daniel out there is damn, it's getting high, cousin. I'm I know. You gotta buy.
You gotta buy,
Man.
You have to invest.
You have to invest
unless
in yourself.
Unless you can afford to go out to Bellingham. If you can really live remotely and you don't care about being in the city or even... Tacoma is still a city, you know what I mean? It's not Seattle as big, and growing up, I didn't really even think Seattle was a big city, but now I can see, Seattle's bigger than Tacoma, but Tacoma is coming up. Tacoma is definitely coming up.
For sure. It is, through our upbringing, it started out, I think, when we were young, it started out as being... the number 2 city in Washington. But over time, it's been Spokane that's been gradually becoming more because of the industrialization over there, but the affordability over there too. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, with the affordability over there. How does that translate as far as
Like the cost of living over on the Eastern Washington is very low, even in Spokane.
Yeah.
You know, just from being over there in Spokane, there's not a lot of gentrification, like a lot of new buildings.
Absolutely.
But it's still pretty cheap, and like they're still like building jobs. Like they're building like an Amazon warehouse out there. So
Yeah.
like they got a lot of jobs and cheap cost of living. A couple of my friends from over here in Seattle area, they moved over out to Spokane, and you know, it is way cheaper. Like you know, just 4 hours away.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
gentrification, or actually anytime you guys see like cranes or development in any city that you're in, means that people are investing in that city. Means that they are gonna see some sort of return back.
Yeah.
The reason why nobody's investing in Spokane is because they're not gonna get that return. They just people. It's a very transient sort of area, right? People go there for school and then they leave. They don't really plant roots out there unless you've always been out there. Your family's out there. You know, so that's
But there is like they're waiting on a boom, because when I was out there, you know, going to Eastern and everything, you know, I take my trips around the city, just explore by myself, you know, just see what's happening. And they had neighborhoods that were just vacant. They were just built vacant because they were waiting for, you know, this boom to come. And, you know, being in economics class over there, our economics professor, you know, he grew up in Spokane and everything. And so, you know, Spokane, it's pretty eye-opening when you realize that Spokane isn't, it's different than what Seattle is, because you have so much more, like, I guess, you know, availability to things. Like, being that it's just so open, they have, you know, they have they have their own Hollywood over there. Like, they film a lot of movies over there. I didn't know this until I went to Eastern. They film a lot of movies over there. And with that, they also have a lot of, like, high-end stuff. Like, you know, I didn't know this until, of course, I went to Eastern. You know, going into the mall, there was a lot of luxury things. Like, I was like, who out here wants to... Why do they have a Gucci store out here? Like, why do they have a Louis Vuitton store? But, you know, you realize that there's a lot of plastic surgeons out of Spokane. And there's just a strong connection as far as them getting, you know, musical acts and stuff like that because of their theater. You know, they have a high focus on culture, which I really appreciate. Tacoma has that too with their theater district, but with Spokane, it's just more, amplified because there's nothing to do out there but to go to the theater acts. So more people get love out there. You see a lot of more people taking their acting careers out there, or just, you know, going out on a whim over there because, you know, people are more supportive because there's not so much competition. You know?
And over here, I feel like there's not even many areas where there's no competition. Like, even Fife, everywhere, like, everyone's taking spots everywhere. So, like, overall, what would you say is the best place, like, you think, for, like, young people in their 20s to just say F it and just go maybe rent or even buy, like, if, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, when you talk about real estate, you always want to look at the investment. You always want to approach it from an investment, and any good investor is looking at the return on their investment.
Facts.
So that's why the appreciation and the demand is why, you know, that's where you want to be. You don't want to necessarily, like, buy a house in Spokane and then just have it sit, you know, because you're not appreciating anything, and then who's gonna buy it? That's what you always want to be thinking about. Who's gonna buy my house when I'm ready to sell it, when I want to, you know, move on. I think definitely, I mean, Western Washington, so we have a whole different market, Western Washington versus Spokane. I don't actually even have access to Spokane's MLS system. They use a whole different system. So there are agents that work specifically in Spokane, specifically in Yakima. You know, these are different pockets, communities. It's a different market out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can't speak to it too much, but what I do know, just based off the geography, the geographics of the situation, Idaho is really close to Spokane.
Oh, absolutely.
And so if anything, you're going to see the overflow from people in Idaho going to Spokane before you'll see people overflowing from Seattle to Spokane.
Yeah.
Because we know people that are over here, they're either here because their families are over here or their jobs brought them over here.
Absolutely.
And if their tech job isn't also in Spokane, then they're just not going to go over there. Not to mention the trek. It's about 5 hours in between. I mean, some states you can travel through the whole state in less than 5 hours.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so
for sure.
That's just kind of my 2 cents when it comes to Spokane. I would, you know, definitely talk to some Idaho real estate agents and see, because they might be working more closely with people that are moving out of Spokane, or in Spokane or what so have you. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, everybody out there, it's nitty gritty over here in the Seattle Tacoma area. So you better find where you can and bunker down and just stack up. Either if you can buy anything, you just do it like for real because it's gonna give you a return if you're able to stay down and just be patient. It's gonna give you a return.
Exactly, and you're living in a rinky-dink apartment anyways. So just talk to me. I can help you get that 1 bed, 1 bath, or that 2 bed, 1 bath. It's gonna be like apartment style living, but you're gonna have $80K, in 2 years. Like, come on.
Everybody tap in at Sold by Anzhane. Come on. So we're gonna just end the show talking a little bit about the NBA playoffs starting today with the play-in. So we'll just chop it up about that and close it up for y'all. So today we got the Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Somehow the Nets were able to get the 7th seed and the Cavs are the 8th seed. So basically the 7th and 8th seed play today. And
just one thing, I just want to send my thoughts and concerns out to the people in Brooklyn. They had that subway shooting this morning.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
I was
tragic...
just out there in January this year. Like, there is no security in the subways. Like, none. I mean, you don't even have to pay if you just want to hop over the little meter.
That's what I always thought. I've never been to New York, but I was like, who is keeping track of these millions of people who ride the subway? Like, they can't be making money like that.
Because, maybe in the 90s, it was like they had someone that was taking the coins and letting people in, but now it's all automated, so people just jump over it. So,
you just tap. You're supposed to just tap your little debit or your bus pass.
But no doubt, that is a very tragic for sure. And, I'm glad that they said that no one passed away from it. So I hope that they can all heal up. And that is super crazy. A guy with a construction suit put gas in the train and then just started opening fire. So terrible. So terrible.
People are terrible now.
So I hope Brooklyn can get that win today in the honor of their city.
For the
city.
Sure. We're praying for you, Brooklyn. We're praying for you guys.
Get that done.
We did have to touch on though the big announcement with the Noah Williams transfer from Wazoo to UW. That might be the first time a basketball player in the Pac-12 went from Wazoo to UW. Like, that is, if you guys live in Washington State, you guys should know that is a blood feud.
Yeah.
Cougars and Huskies.
It divides families.
We take that seriously. Like, even that was the reason why I couldn't choose Wazoo or UW. I just had to.
So I can't
split them. State.
Get in the middle. Oh,
and when I come back, it's EWU. But but I still couldn't choose sides because that rivalry is just so thick. But
I'm just happy for Cuddy because
I'm happy for him. I'm hoping he makes the best out of this situation. But he might be the first person in history.
They definitely weren't using him correctly the last season at Wazoo. Because just his sophomore season, he was dropping 40 points. The last person to drop 40 points at Wazoo was Klay Thompson in this past year.
Wow.
He struggled, with the injury and all that, but the coach was not using him correctly. So I support him completely. I hope UW lets him ball out because he is a number one. He is a point guard. He can definitely carry a team.
Facts.
So, I hope they let him ball out.
Shout out.
I'm going to be watching,
Come on.
Now
that he's a dog.
Now that he's a dog, you already know.
Go ball, go Cougs. Anyway, look. But, so the other play-in game today, we got Timberwolves and Clippers.
Yes, sir.
So who you guys got?
Man, I'm hoping, another town, two town talents, Jaden and Jalen Noel.
Fed away.
Hoping that those guys can both pull it through. You got Garfield and Federer in the building.
Okay.
In the playoffs, NBA playoffs, I'm hoping they can pull it through. And then tomorrow, I'm hoping Baby Boy gets it done.
Let's do it. Baby Boy's still with the Spurs, right?
Yes.
The Spurs.
They're playing in. They gotta win 2 games, but I think they can do it. Come on. Yeah. Shout out to town. But who you guys got coming out the West and the East, and then on that overall? Who's getting the chip, man?
Ooh.
Man, what is up with Steph? Is he out?
He gonna be back game 1.
Yeah.
Is he like 11 missed games? Is that what it is right now?
Yeah, but he's healthy though. It's all
so
good.
What is he holding out for?
We wanted to save him for the playoffs. He's playing on Saturday. Just know I'm a Warriors fan. I would be worried too, but he's playing, so it's all good. Look, Klay Thompson dropped 41 2 days ago, so I'm feeling good.
Klay Thompson out here doing flaming hot wing commercials. I don't know if he's locked in, but I'm hoping that this series is gonna be the best. But if I was to choose somebody, coming out of the West, I'd want the Warriors just because, it's just a success story and everything. They went through all the trials and tribulations, but also, I'd love to see, the Nuggets get some shine too. It's been a long time coming for
the
them.
team we got to play round 1.
But I feel like it's gonna be one of either or team that makes it out of the West. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Same thing with the East. You know, Nets and the Bucks are most likely gonna face each other, but I'm pretty sure the winner out of
I ain't gonna lie. I'm going with the Warriors coming out the West and the Heat coming out the East.
Ooh, I'm not betting on Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero.
I'm betting on Kyle Lowry and Eric Spoelstra.
Hey, wasn't he Eric Spoelstra trying to fight Jimmy though?
Yeah, that's the Heat culture. They beef.
Yeah. I don't know.
They're supposed to be on the same team.
That sounds toxic. You can't be beefing with your star player.
Right. He's not going to get the ball.
You know,
Dang.
Coach ain't calling no plays for him.
But if not, you know, I'm also rooting for the Bulls. You know, I'm hoping Zach LaVine gets it done, pulls it through, and DeMar DeRozan is balling. So, you know.
I mean, they got to play the Bucks round 1. So that's tough.
Nah, round 1 would be Nets.
No, round 1 is Bucks. 3
Bulls?
Bucks and Bulls. It's already for sure. They're 3 and 6.
Oh, the Bucks did get the 3rd seed, huh?
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I guess Nets.
2 seed is Boston. It's gonna be Boston and Nets. That's gonna be a tough one for
Boston's
sure.
gonna lose. We know that.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. Now you can bet in Washington State
Yep.
on sporting events.
Yeah,
So.
Yep. Do it at the reservations, man.
Yeah.
Do it
Come
at
on,
the
Do
reservations.
it, Emerald Queen.
Come
Come
on.
on, support the good people,
Come
man.
on. Support your natives. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
We all
But
in
yeah,
it together.
everybody, that's been our little Town Talk Tuesday. We talked about Russell Wilson's house going for sale, the housing market here, like
Sir.
housing prices and rent going up everywhere and the reason why. And we had the lovely Sold by Anjane here in the building
Come
again. Blessing us, blessing the family. Come on, we love it. So yeah, both of you guys close it out. Say your closing words.
Well, you know, once again, it's the Town Talk Tuesday. Thank you guys for once again tapping it in and running up the views again for us.
We're going up.
Once
For
again,
real.
this is Skip Jones.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to tap in with Town Talk. You
Come
know, we
on.
talk like this when we're off mic, on mic. So it's nothing
That's-
but I'm always happy to be here. I will tap in with you guys again next month.
Come on.
Come
All
on.
right.
Seattle's finest.
See y'all, Skip.